My grade 12 was ngaphasi funda maths. Na 29 marks easy now. Wonke ama 29 marks akhona emhlabeni. Ungakhohlwa umfolo wami khona lapha ku YouTube. Mufuna nje video yami ephelele ye-Trig. Just go to YouTube and search maths level up. You'll find me there. I guess bonus PWA in. First question. If theta is a reflex angle, remember a reflex angle is an angle that is bigger than 180 but smaller than 360. So here they are telling us that theta is bigger than 180 but it is smaller than 360. And tan theta is equal to negative 3/4. Determine without the use of a calculator and with the aid of the sketch the value of. So now let's start with the sketch. So here, okay, we can see that tangent is negative, and we know that tan is negative in the second quadrant as well as the fourth quadrant. But we are told that angle theta is a reflex, so it is bigger than 180. So if theta is bigger than 180, so there is no way that we are in the second quadrant. We are going to draw our terminal arm in the fourth quadrant. And then here is our angle theta, which is a reflex angle. So we have theta, and then let's complete this right-angled triangle. So remember, when you complete it, you always go towards the x-axis. So now we are told that our tan theta is equal to negative 3/4. Remember the definition of tan. Definition of tan is y/x. So here, basically, they are telling us that our y is negative 3 because in the fourth quadrant, y is negative, and our x is positive 4. We need to calculate r using Pythagoras theorem. So r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. So this is equal to 4 squared plus negative 3 squared. So this one will give us 25. So put a square root on both sides. So r is equal to 5 because r is always positive. Now here is our r, which is equal to 5. Now once you have your x, y, and r, you can now answer any question. So now the first question, we need to calculate the value of sine theta. Now, we know that sine theta definition will be y/r. What is our y? Our y is negative 3. What is our r? Our r is positive 5. So that is number 1. Question number 2, we are required to calculate the value of cos 2 theta. Now you'll notice that here, this angle is a double angle, but in the diagram, we do not have a double angle. We have just theta, not 2 theta. So that means we need to change this first so that the angles match. Now, we are going to change this. Remember, there are 3 ways we can change double angle for cos, but we'll choose one. So I will go with cos 2 theta is the same as 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. Now this is 1 minus 2. What is sine theta? Sine theta is negative 3/5 all squared. So this is the same as 1 minus 2 into 9/25. And then the final answer here will be 7/25. Let's move to the next one. Next question, we are given, we have cos theta plus 30. Now, this is a compound angle, so we need to expand. So to expand cos, we are going to have cos theta multiplied by cos 30, and then minus, because with cos, the sign always change. and then we have sine theta multiplied by sine 30. Now, we can find cos theta from the diagram. We can find sine theta from the diagram. We do have angle theta there. Now, 30 and 30 are special angles. So what is cos theta? Now, we know that cos theta is x over r. So it's 4 over 5. What is cos 30? It is a special angle, root 3 over 2. Minus, what is sine theta? Sine theta from the diagram, it is minus 3 over 5. What is sine 30? Sine 30 is 1 over 2. If we simplify this, we are going to get 2 root 3 over 5. And then negative and negative here, we are going to get plus. If we simplify, we are going to have 3 over 10. And our final answer, we will have 10. And then as our LCD, and then we are going to have 4 root 3 plus 3. So that is your final answer. Let's move to the next question, which is 5.2. We are done with 5.1. So let's go straight to 5.2 now. So let me erase for the space. Um, 5.2, we are given x as 4 sine alpha. We are given y as 4 cos alpha. We are required to calculate the value of x squared plus y squared. So we are looking for, x squared plus y squared. But we are given our x as 4 sine alpha, plus we are given our y as 4 cos alpha. Now, there is squared, even here there is squared. Now, square all this, we are going to have 16 sine squared alpha plus 16 cos squared alpha, and then take out the common factor, which is 16, and then we are going to remain with sine squared alpha plus cos squared alpha. Okay, now remember in grade 11 we were taught that sine squared alpha plus cos squared alpha is an identity, which is equal to what? Which is equal to 1. So we have 16 multiplied by 1, which will be what? Which is the same as 16. And then we are done with 5.2. Let's quickly move to 5.3. Okay, 5.3, we are given sine 900 minus x. We are given cos negative x, and then we have minus sine x minus 180, and then we have sine 90 plus x. We are required to simplify this to a single trigonometric ratio. So we are going to have one ratio, tangent, sine, or cos. It must be one ratio at the end. Okay. Now, so this angle here is bigger than 360. So if you see any angle that is bigger than 360, first thing first, you must subtract 360 until it becomes smaller than 360. So here we need to subtract twice, because if I subtract only once, my angle is still bigger than 360. Now, if I subtract twice, this is the same as 180 minus x. This one is a negative angle. For any negative angle, you just add 360. If we add 360 here, this is the same as 360 plus x. And then again, this one is a negative angle. We see that 180 is negative. So if if you have a negative angle, you must add 360. If we add 360 from this negative 180, so now this is the same as 180 plus x. And then now we can reduce. Now 180 minus x is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sign is positive. So we are going to have positive sine x multiplied by 360. Here is not minus, it should be 360. It's not plus, it should be 360 minus x. 360 minus x is in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, cos is positive. So we are going to have positive cos x. And then minus 180 plus is in the third quadrant. In the third quadrant, sine is negative. So we have negative sine x. And then multiplied by 90 plus x is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, sine is positive. But remember, 90 will always change sine to cosine. So we are going to have positive cos x. Okay. Now, this is the same as sine x, cos x, and then negative times negative, it will be positive, another sine x, cos x. Now we have like terms. And this is the same as having xy plus xy, which is 2xy. Even sine x, cos x, plus sine x, cos x will be 2 sine x, cos x. Now, this is a double angle for sine. So it can be written as sine double angle of what? Double angle of x. So we have sine 2x as a single trigonometric ratio. Let's quickly move to the next one. Okay, let me erase for the space. Now 5.4, given we have sine 7x plus sine x all divided by 2 cos 3x. We want to prove that it is the same as sine 4x. So now what is it that will guide us here? So we need to try and express the angles in terms of these 4x. And 7 can be written as 4x plus 3x. So this x can be written as 4x minus 3x. Now, we can write it, okay, we are choosing our left hand side, by the way. So we change 7x to 4x plus 3x, and then plus sine, we change x to 4x minus 3x, all divided by 2 cos 3x. Now, in the numerator, we have compounds, so we need to expand. So how do we expand sine? So it is the same as sine 4x cos 3x. The sine remain the same, plus cos 4x sine 3x, and then plus. Now, since we have a plus here, there is no need to put the bracket. But if we had a negative sign, make sure that you put a bracket before you expand. Now, we are going to have sine 4x cos 3x. The sign remains. So, and then cos 4x sine 3x. All divided by 2 cos 3x. And now we look for like terms if we do have any. And we do have like terms. These and that, they cancel out. And then you are left with this one and that one. So we can add the 2. So if we add them, we are going to have 2 sine 4x cos 3x, all divided by 2 cos 3x. Now you can see that 2 and 2 cancels out. Cos 3x and cos 3x cancels out. So the final answer is sine 4x. So let's go back to the question. Yes, we were required to prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side. Our right hand side is sine 4x. Therefore, we just say left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, left hand side is equal to right hand side. Let's move to the last question. We are almost done with this 29 marks. Okay, let me erase again. Last question. We are required. Oh, there's a question that I almost missed. This one. For which values of x will the above be undefined? Okay, now for any expression to be undefined, the denominator has to be equal to 0. So with this one, we just equate our denominator to 0. So our denominator is 2 cos 3x. For it to be undefined, this must be 0. And then we divide everything by 2. We will remain with cos 3x is equal to 0 divided by 2 is 0. Now we are going to have 3x is equal to, what is a cos of 0? It is 90. But because we are dealing with general solution for cos, you always put plus or minus here if you are using a graphical method. And then plus k multiplied by 360, where k is an element of all integers. Now, that means here we have two solutions. We are going to have 3x is equal to 90 plus k times 360. K belongs to all integers. Or we are going to have 3x is equal to negative 90 plus k multiplied by 360. K belongs to all integers. Now divide everything by 3. So x is equal to 30 plus k multiplied by 360. K is an element of all integers. Or 3x is equal to negative, or not 3x, x, if we divide by 3, is equal to negative 30 plus k multiplied by, if we divide this by 3, it will be 120. K is all integers. Even this one, it can't be 360 because I divided by 3, it should be 120, and k belongs to all integers. Okay, let's move to the last question now. Last question. Calculate the general solution, and then we are given 2 sine, this is 3x plus 20 is equal to 2 cos x. Now, with this one, I can divide by 2 on both sides first. And then if I divide by 2, I will remain with sine 3x plus 20 is equal to cos x. Now, we can change sine to cos, or you can change cos to sine. You will decide. So I prefer to work with cos, so I'll change this one. This is the same as cos. The only thing that can change sine to cos is 90. So we have 90 minus, which is the first quadrant, 3x plus what? 3x plus 20, and then is equal to cos x. Now let me simplify this first. We have cos, and now we will have 90 minus 20, which is 70, and then minus 3x. And then is equal to what? Is equal to cos x. Now we have cos and cos. We can drop cos on both sides. We have 70 minus 3x is equal to, because we are dealing with cos here, we'll say plus or minus x, and then plus k multiplied by 360. K is an element of all integers. Now, group the like terms, take all the variables to one side. So, okay. Or let me separate these solutions first. We have 70 minus 3x is equal to negative x plus k multiplied by 360. K belongs to all integers. Or, remember we said we have plus or minus here, right? So we will also have 70 minus 3x is equal to positive x now. And then plus k multiplied by 360, where k belongs to all integers. Now, let's solve for x in each. So transpose this and transpose that. So we are going to have negative 2x, because negative 3x plus x, it will be negative 2x, is equal to, transpose a 70, it will be negative 70 plus k multiplied by 360. K belongs to all integers. Divide everything by negative 2. So we are going to have x is equal to 35. Do not tamper with this sign. You can leave it as positive. And then plus k multiplied by 360 divided by 2. It is 180. K belongs to all integers. Or negative 4x is equal to, transpose this 70 again. It will be negative 70, and then plus k multiplied by 360. K belongs to all integers. Now, divide everything by 4. So we are going to have x is equal to, let's divide 70 by 4. Okay. It is 17,5. So our x is equal to 17.5. And then plus k multiplied by 90, and then k belongs to all integers, and then we are